Okay, so good morning, students. Okay, so today we'll be discussing about measures of positions, to be specific, quartile, deciles, and percentiles. Okay, sometimes we want to know where a particular value stands compared to the other values in the data sets. So we use measures of position to describe the location of a value within an ordered sets of data. So the common measures of positions are quartiles. Okay, so it is denoted by a capital letter Q, deciles for letter D, and percentiles letter P. So these measures divide a set into equal parts. Okay, so let's start with a quartile. So by definition, a quartile divides the data set into four equal parts. Each part contains 25% of the data. Okay? So, we have the quartile 1, which is the first quartile, denoted by Q sub 1, separates the lowest 25% of the data. Quartile 2, which is the second quartile, is the middle value or the median, 50%. Okay? And the quartile 3 separates the highest 25% of the data. Okay? So the position for quartile is, okay, so QK is equal to K times the quantity of n plus 1 all over, over 4. Yan. Where K is the quartile number, 1, 2, 3, and n is equal to the number of values. Okay, let's have an example. So let's say you are asked to find quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 given the data or the sets of data here. Why 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 25, and 30. Actually, the first step is to arrange the data. And as you have noticed, the data is already arranged, right? So, hindi natin kailangan ayusin pa. Nakaayos na yung data natin from smallest to highest. Okay? So, yan. So, kung bibilangin natin kung ilang data meron tayong 9 datas. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is to find quartile 1 first. So, using the formula for quartile 1, okay, so, ano ba yung formula natin sa quartile 1? Diba? Quartile 1 is quartile 1. Okay, actually, the formula is quartile K is equal to K times n plus 1 all over 4. We have already the K. K is 1 kasi we are asked to find the first quartile. Okay, so quartile 1 is equal to 1 times your n is 9 plus 1 over 4. So your quartile 1 is equal to 1 times 10 all over 4, which is equivalent to 10 divided by 4 is, okay, so that is 2.5. So, this is the position. 2.5 ang position niya. But this is not your quartile 1 because we are just simply solving for the position. Now, from the given data, which is arranged from lowest to highest, hanapin natin yung 2.5. And 2.5 is in the middle of 8 and 10, right? So, get the average of 8 and 10 for us to get the quartile 1. So, the quartile 1 is 8 plus 10 divided by 2. So, quartile 1 is 18 over 2. So, therefore, your quartile 1 is 9. Okay? Ayan. So, your quartile 1 is 9. So, napakadali lang naman kasi nga, meron tayong formulas na sinusunod. Ano? Now, Another is, we are done with the quartile 1. Check. Let's proceed now to quartile 2. Ayan. Same data, but this time we are asked to find the quartile 2. So, using the formula again, ayan. So, quartile 2, is equal to 2 times your n is 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So, quartile 2 is 2 times 10 divided by 2. Sorry, what divide 2? Sorry, divide 4, sorry. Ayan, divided by 4. So, quartile 2 is 20 divided by 4. So, that is 5. So, hahanapin natin yung 5 position or the fifth position on the given data. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so meron tayong the fifth position is 15. So, therefore, your quartile 2 is 15. Okay. So, ganun lang siya kasimple, ano? Basta gagamitin lang natin yung formula that the formula is QK is equal to K times the quantity of N plus 1 all over 4. Wherein your K is the quartile as and N is the number of data. Okay? Next, quartile 3. So, sa quartile 3 naman, same process pa rin. Arrange. Your N is 9, hindi naman natin binago. So, but this time, ang kukunin naman natin is quartile number 3. Okay, or yung 25% upper to the median. So, quartile 3 is 3 times your 9 plus n plus 1, since your 9 is the number of datas given, divided by 4. So, quartile 3 is 3 times 10 divided by 4. So, quartile 3 is 30 divided by 4. So, that is 7.5. Okay, position. So, hanapin natin where is the 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So, it is in between 20 and 25. So, we need to get the average of 20 and 25 for us to know what is the quartile number 3. Okay? So, 20 plus 25 divided by 2. So, quartile number 3 is 45 divided 2. So, quartile 3 is 22.5. So, that is quartile number 3. So, okay. So, yan na. So, that is how to get the quartile. Sabi daw, quartile divides the sets of data into 4 equal parts. Okay, next. Decile. Decile divides the data into 10 equal parts naman. Kung ang quartile ay 4 equal parts, ang decile, 10 equal parts. Okay? So, each part represent 10% of the data. Kasi, di ba, yung 100%, i-divide mo into 4 equal parts, 10 equal parts, so 10% each. So, there are 9 deciles, decile 1, decile 2, decile 3, up to decile 9. So, yan. Wherein, always remember, decile number 5 is same as the median, yung gitna. Okay? In which, ito rin yung ating quartile number 2. Quartile 2 and decile 5 are the same. Let's have the formula. The formula is decile or DK is equal to k times n, the quantity of n plus 1 over 10. So, mapansin nyo, pareho lang ang formula niya sa quartile. Ang pagkakaiba lang niya is yung divisor. Ang divisor nito ay 10, while yung quartile natin is 4. Okay? Pareho lang ang formula. So, let's have the problem here. Ang tanong lang naman sa atin dito is to find decile 5. Okay? Meron tayong steps. Pareho lang nun sa quartile, arrange the data. Pero, in-arrange ko na yan. No? The data is already arranged. So, para hindi na tayo mahirapan. Ano? Lowest to highest. Okay? So, next, identify natin ilang bang data meron tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9. So, 9. So, ang K naman natin is 5. Kasi ang tinatanong ay decile 5. Which is the median, right? And also the quartile too. Okay, let's try to solve it using the formula. Okay, the formula is dk is k times n plus 1 all over 10. So, your k is 5. So, papalitan lang natin. 5, ayan, is equal to 5 times, your n is 9. 9 plus 1 all over 10. So, decile 5 is 10 times 5 is 50 divided by 10. So, that is 5. So, therefore, the decile number 5 is in the 5th position. Hanapin natin yung panlima. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, meron tayong gitna which is 80. So, therefore, your decile 5 is 80. Which is also the median and the quartile number 2. Okay? Ayan. Napakadali lang naman kasi pare-pareho yung formula natin. Ano? Next, we have the percentile. Percentiles, denoted by capital letter P, divides the data into 100 equal parts naman. Kung ang quartile ay 4, ang decile 10, ang percentiles 100 equal parts. Each percentile represent 1% of the data. Okay? Sa quartile, 25%. Sa deciles, 10%. Sa percentiles, 1% naman. Okay? So, example, percentile 25, the 25th percentile. Percentile 50, that is the median or the 50th percentile. And percentile 75 is 75th percentile. Okay? Let's have the formula. Mapansin mo, pareho lang ang formula natin. Ang kaibahan, okay, they only differ in the divisor, which is 100. Kasi nga, we are talking about the percentile here. Okay? So, let's have an example. Given the data, we are asked to find the percentile 50. Diba? Arrange it. Your n is 9, pareho lang no kanina. And your k is, of course, 50. Kasi, 50th percentile ang tinatanong. Okay. Let's have the formula. Percentile 50 is equal to your k, which is 50, times your n is 9, plus 1, all over 100. Percentile 50 is 50 times 10 is 500 divided by 100. So therefore, the percentile 50 is 5 or in the 5th position. So hanapin natin yung panglima. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, Percentile 50 is 25. Okay. So, please be very careful dun sa kung ano yung tinatanong. Kung percentile, tandaan nyo, over 100. Pag decile, over 10. Pag um, percentile, pagka quartile, over 4. Okay? So, ano ba yung relationship ng tatlo? Ang quartile, 4 equal parts. Tandaan natin yan, ha? Ang decile, 10 equal parts. Ang percentile is 100 equal parts. Okay? Ang quartile 1, that is 25% example. Ang decile 5 is 50%, which is the median. And percentile 50, ayan. Percentile 50 is 50% also, which is also the median. Okay? So, important relationship, Q2, D5, and P50, pare-pareho lang yan. They are all the median. Okay? Lower 25% is quartile 1, and upper 25% on the median is quartile number 3. Okay, and percentile 75. Okay, so that's it for today, class. So thank you for listening, and I hope that by next videos and you will going to watch it again. Thank you.